everybody. This is a special episode because Rosebud is on death's door. She took a lot of poison right before. Well, I don't know if it's poison. It's just the amount of pills she took before this are poison. So she's going to die through...
I took pills before this?
You don't remember?
No.
You were like, you ran in and you were like, I can't do it anymore?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was pretty dramatic.
I remember you getting me a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I drank some of it.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm dying.
Yep.
So that...
No, you ran into the living room and you actually didn't take pills. You took Tums. But I was like, I'll let her think that they're pills. So you're probably just going to have like a really great feeling stomach.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I am on death's door. I'm so exhausted. And I'm basically brain dead.
Rosebud's been pushing it lately. She's got her jobs. She's got all her jobs. And then she also joined a roller derby league. And what are you guys called? Kid Cinnamon or something like that? And you...
Something cute.
Something cute. And you guys are... It's not really roller derbying as much as Rosebud's just fighting in a circle. And
We're rolling around.
Yeah.
Me and the gals.
You and the gals.
Mm-hmm. They're all the size of Andy.
They're the size of me.
But on wheels.
Yeah, and they have the dual buns. What do you call those? When
Princess Leia buns?
Yeah, they have Princess Leia buns and striped socks, and they like...
And they love to rough me up.
50s aesthetic. Mm-hmm. You know, they're real Betty Davis types.
Yeah, they're cute. Anyway.
That's my least favorite subculture of whites.
What?
Rockabilly, Betty Davis, kind of like white alt, you know.
The
what's
fishnets with the rockabilly tattoos.
What's her name? The new like Joker, female Joker.
Oh, Joker's girlfriend, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it's Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. That is, I can't do it. I'm not a fan.
I'm gonna start to dress like that. I'm gonna test my marriage.
Cool.
I'm going to see what happens.
I'm going to buy you sweatpants. I'm going to buy you monotone.
Speaking of sweatpants.
Yeah.
Somebody's got a new hoodie.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Very expensive hoodie. Got
How
it
much
on
was
sale.
it?
I got it for $85. It was 60% off.
What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious for this?
Yeah, you don't know what...
I mean, it's nice, but like it's still a hoodie.
It's different, Rosebud. You don't get it. It's a quality thing.
How much money do you think we have?
I don't think we have any money. We don't share money. I spend my own money. You spend yours.
We do share money. We have one joint bank account that neither of us put any money into.
We did take money
month.
out of it once to pay for something. I don't remember what it was.
It was our apartment, Andy.
Oh, yeah. That thing we share. I don't know how people...
That thing we share?
I don't know how people have joint bank accounts. I wouldn't feel safe.
Why?
Because I like to spend my money the way I like to spend it, which is like I know I have a little, I know where it's all going, and I know how much I can be irresponsible with.
You don't put any money into our joint bank account?
Occasionally.
I do too, occasionally.
I'm paying off debts though.
Yeah.
I'm too busy paying off debts. Mouse, whatever you're doing, stop it.
Yeah. Stop it, Mouse. Sorry, she's texting with Doja Cat.
Yeah. So apparently they're going to Pete Davidson's Machine Gun Kelly birthday party, something. I don't know.
Birthday bash. It's...
Oh, God.
We're not invited.
It's so hard to... Speaking of which, we watched a very mediocre show last night about a plant explosion in Wales or something. Like it
Wait,
was
what? We did? Oh, yeah. We watched The Accident.
The accident.
Right.
The accident. But... they had like a 15-year-old daughter, and it was just like every time they let her out of their sight, she just did like a hard drug or
like
banged,
fucked a 40-year-old.
fucked a 40-year-old. And I just don't know what I would do if I had a kid like that. I mean, I should probably talk to your dad because it was a similar
It wasn't that bad.
You guys weren't that bad, but it was pretty bad.
What do you mean? I wasn't fucking 40-year-olds in my bedroom.
Yeah, but you were fucking and doing drugs.
Well, yeah, that's what teens do.
I don't want a teen like that. I want a teen who's
You know what
cool,
we'll do, Andy?
but into
We'll have
frisbees.
a kid, and then once it turns 13, we'll get rid of it.
That's a great idea. Just give it up for adoption. We're completely able to raise it, but we just don't want to. We don't want to be burdened.
We just don't want to deal.
Yeah.
Like, we want it for the cute years. And then after that, listen, as long as you're old enough to work, you got to go.
I do think boarding school is kind of, if you can afford it, I think it's a great.
It's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to send our kid to boarding school.
Yeah.
See him on holidays.
Perfect.
Oh, God, that'd be so great.
Ready to stop being a parent, you know?
Yeah, it'll be perfect. I mean, I'll be 50. I'll probably get like new bones around then. You know, we'll have the technology to get new bones.
I can't wait to get new bones.
Yeah, I want new bones. Probably a new dick.
New dick?
Yeah.
Where are you going to get that?
Where my other dick is? What do you mean?
What do you mean where your other dick is?
They're going to replace my dick with a new dick. What do you mean?
From where? I'm saying like you were going to go to Turkey for new hair, so where are you going to go for your new dick?
You just blew over new bones and now new dicks you want to know.
I want to know where you're going to get both.
A lab? Can't tell you about it.
What do you mean you can't tell me?
Because it's a secret, Rosebud.
A secret lab.
Yes, a
where
secret
you
lab.
repurpose. How do you even make a new dick and how do they put it on?
All of it's 3D printed. Yeah.
So it's in America.
Nope. Israel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I told you. I got it out of you.
What?
Your secrets.
Yeah, you did.
So I guess we're sponsored by a new dick surgery clinic in Israel now.
Haifa, Israel. Shout out Dr. Shlov Benyamin. He's doing really great stuff in the new dick field.
Dr. Shlov?
Yeah. Dr. Shlov Benyamin. And also a very happy Shana Tova to you. It's
Rosh Hashanah?
Yeah, it's Rosh Hashanah. So anyways, we don't really know if we have many Jewish listeners. We haven't really investigated because that's a weird thing to go like, who's Jewish? You can't do that anymore. But I think we probably have one.
Show yourselves.
Like Paige Weinstein. That's got to be. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to guess that you're Jewish, Paige Weinstein.
Yeah.
But nobody else is jumping out at me. I mean, well, one with it is Jesus Christ embodied, so that's kind of Jewish, even though he turned over to kind of an Eastern thing. But
yeah, well, he's Jewish Christ embodied, so there's a lot of religions in there, you know.
Yeah, he's kind of all.
He's tolerant of all.
He's a catch-all. Catch-all, kind of like.
He's like a dream catcher, but for different religions.
Kind of like your little sister in high school, catch-all the STDs.
Calling my sister a slut?
No.
You can't call my sisters a slut.
Which one?
You can't call any of them a slut.
Come on.
You can call Mary Stewart a slut.
Yeah, you slut Mary Stewart. Got her.
Got you, bitch.
She doesn't listen to the pod anymore.
No, she doesn't. She used to be a fan of mine, and now she's not.
Yeah, you got too successful. She liked you when you were indie.
No, she went gay, and now she's not into my cis bullshit.
I mean, you're
back on my cis bullshit.
You're pretty gay. I think there's probably some people that think you're gay. Still, you know,
including myself.
Because I told you that thing about Marcus, the kid I went to high school with. When I met him, like after high school, he was like this big gay black kid, and I saw him like 10 years after high school, and he was like, I always knew you were gay, and I was like, I'm not gay, and he's like, whatever. I was like, I'm not gay.
Did that bother you? Were you like thinking for a week, like maybe he's right?
I never really had a thing. I remember when I found out my uncle was gay, and then I found out my sister was gay. It was like within a year, I kind of figured out what gay was. Like my parents told me what it was, my mom specifically. But I remember being like upset because
How did she say it?
Well, first I was like talking about my uncle and his partner, but I was like talking about them like they were friends. Yeah. And my mom was like, no, they're like together, like they're in love, they're husband and husband. And I was like, it was just like I was just like, you know. Yeah. And then my sister a little while later was like, I'm gay, you know, like I'm also gay. And then I was like, in my head, I was like, oh shit, I'm gay too. Like, I guess I gotta be gay too. And I was like upset because I was like, I don't like boys and I don't want to be bullied, you know, like that was the only time I ever was like defensive
Yeah.
about it. Because, like, I had so many gay people in my life. When somebody would be like, you're gay, I'd be like, okay, I guess I'm the life of the party, you know? I guess I'm a great hang, and I keep a really good conversation at a dinner party.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't ever it wasn't ever really a pejorative.
Yeah.
And I went to school in Seattle, so I went to school in like a very liberal kind of woke environment already, so people didn't really say fag and things like that. Like,
Yeah.
you'd hear it occasionally, but it wasn't the same.
I never really was scared of gay people or scared of being gay.
Mm-hmm.
And I never really thought of it as like something to be avoided. I don't know why. Because, I mean, DC isn't the most progressive of places. Like, it's not, you know,
Well,
it's
especially
not like,
the suburbs.
it's definitely not Seattle. And I just think I grew up just being like, yeah, cool, you're that, fine.
You don't have any, do you not have any gay relatives? Out gay relatives
My
other than your
sister?
sister? Like an uncle or an aunt?
No.
Yeah.
But my family, they're Southern, they're Christian. It's like, and they won't even really acknowledge that Mary Stewart's gay. Like, they won't.
Well, the old ones, not the younger relatives in Texas will, won't they?
Yeah, but they won't, like.
Say Happy Pride.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, you know?
Happy National Lesbian Day. We donated to an anti-abortion cause for you.
Yeah, I think they're like, we donated to an anti-abortion cause for you. And if you do try to adopt a baby that we forced into adoption, we will be mad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
God, they're cunts. Not your relatives, but just that. I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, that they are assholes. They're like, a life is precious, but gay people can't have it.
yeah.
You know, it's weird, though. I mean, like, I was just remembering this. When I was, like, 10, the AIDS crisis was, like, in boom. So, like, I also knew a lot of men that died of AIDS. My uncle's group of friends were, like, very popular social gay men in the Seattle gay community. Mm-hmm. So I can remember going to parties where there was like a lot of, it was just so normal to me that it just was, when I guess I was probably more confused by homophobia to some extent, even though I mean, I'm sure my sister would completely
more
disagree.
Confused by homophobia.
Yeah, I've never really understood like the like. I think
you're
it's
afraid. What?
I think it's because men are afraid that it's like an option. They're like afraid, like I think those guys are so insecure about their like place in the world, like their manliness, that they're like afraid that if a guy wants to fuck other guys, that they might have to fuck other guys or something. I think that's where homophobia comes from. It's like a deep-seated like I want to fuck other guys somewhere deep down in my DNA. And I'm bothered by that. That vulnerability bothers me.
Right. It's like I don't know. I mean, it's patriarchy in general, I think has just as negative an effect on men in a lot of ways as it does on women.
Oh, well, we talked about it, I think a long time ago, about masculinity as a prison.
Yeah.
Because like, if I'm like, be a woman, I'm asking you to be like dainty, you know?
Yeah.
But if I'm like, be a man, I'm like asking you to go to war or jump off a cliff to impress your friends or drink a bunch of beer. Like all the stuff that's like, be a man comes with peril.
Well, there's a different peril in like
you guys
submit to someone else. Don't say how you actually feel about something and just go along with everything that somebody else is telling you to do. Like all of it it's just the opposite side of the pendulum.
You guys have a more like philosophical peril. It's like a more like,
I don't think it's philosophical.
I have to be in this marriage where I hate this person. And we're like, we're going to die.
How is that philosophical?
Because I don't know. That's not the right term, philosophical. I guess it's like a sustained Existential is kind of what I'm saying. This is boring. Whatever. Fuck you, mouse. You know what I'm talking about? Dudes. Okay, let's get back to the dude cast.
That's not
So,
our podcast.
Rosebud.
That's Greg Stone's podcast.
What are some of your... No, he's in the Rad Dude podcast. What are some of your favorite dudes of all time?
Not you.
I don't care. Whatever. I have no feelings. I seriously... You could disappear tomorrow and I would just crack a beer and watch the game.
Yeah,
that's
right.
All I do.
You would fucking move to the woods and make rock statues by yourself and write
finally
poems.
be happy. I'd never wrote a poem.
You'd make wind chimes
and I'd sell them.
on Etsy like
Not
a
on
woman.
Etsy. Not like a woman. Fuck you. Fuck you and your tarot cards.
Sorry, I'm so tired. You're carrying the podcast today. I want you to know, and I think you're doing a great job.
I'm euphoric because I had less sleep than you, but I think I've had 5 coffees today. So I'm
It's
just
disgusting.
Yeah, my pee was literally, it was like a banana milkshake.
Ugh,
What?
gross.
No, it looked like MSG ramen. You know what I mean?
Fucking nasty.
There was eggs in there.
Gross. Ugh. I do feel like I'm suffering from MSG poisoning right now. I
Yeah.
feel like my body's swollen. I'm tired. I'm nauseous. I'm like, it's real. Like, overworking yourself is a real thing,
Yeah.
folks. And it's not okay. And I need to go to bed. And I'm tired. And
But
I
you
have to
have
go
a
to
show
LA
tonight.
next week.
Yeah, you have a show and LA. But that's nice. LA won't be that stressful because you're not going to do...
LA's totally going to be stressful in the sense that I'm going to be going from one thing to the next with no car. And I don't think that from what I sort of did a poll, and it seems like people on the West Coast are saying that Lyft and Uber are very slow in LA. Like, I guess a lot of people quit because of the fucking pandemic. And, yeah, people are just done. They're like not doing it.
Yeah. Well, you could rent a car, but that's a whole other
But
thing.
I don't know if I have a license.
Yeah.
And you might wonder, why don't you know if you have a license, Rosebud? Because I haven't checked.
Yeah, I don't want to enjoy that because it's stressful, but I did tell you, I don't know, a couple hundred times.
To do traffic school.
To do traffic school, to check with the people, to make sure that they weren't going to... Because Rosebud has this thing where she got a speeding ticket, was going to do traffic school to get it expunged, and then just never did another thing again. And I'm pretty sure they put a bench warrant on you, which means that if you do get pulled over, you'll get arrested for real this time. You won't just get arrested because our car was, part of a robbery or whatever. But
I'll call them.
will you?
Yeah, well, can you call them for me?
Yeah, why not?
Will you please?
This is why I don't succeed.
I should have just
'Cause I'm-
paid the fucking ticket. You're the one who told me to do this dumb
Oh, you're
traffic
blaming
school
me
bullshit.
this on me. You're blaming this
Yeah,
on me.
because I could have just paid the ticket.
Okay.
I had $20,000 in my bank account over the pandemic. I could have
Whoa,
just paid that fucking
brag.
ticket.
Yeah, but we have insurance.
So?
It goes up if you get a ticket.
So what? Like this is how you make life harder for yourself, Andy.
My life is streamlined. It's simple.
It is not simple.
I have a simple life.
You are constantly trying to save $15 here and then wasting 60 hours in the process.
Not lately.
No?
Nope.
You doing better?
Yeah. I don't really go crazy like I used to, like where I used to like catch a bus to an airport because it would save me $70.
Yeah, thank God.
I don't do that shit anymore.
That is like fucking insane.
I have an annual membership to the Sky Miles Club.
Up
I'm
top.
I'm a golden god.
I need to get, you know what? I need to get one of those purple Amex cards that you got.
I told you I'd put your name on it so you could have it, but you didn't want to be involved.
I want to do it now, but I
Oh.
want to do it for my company. I'm a corporation now.
Oh, yeah.
folks.
Rosebud's a corporation. Don't tell them your corporation
I won't.
because they'll try to fucking sue you. They'll try to sue you for helping somebody get an abortion in Texas.
Yeah. You know how I opened up a corporation just for that. It's not comedy related.
We
just so
should
you
set
guys
up
know.
a foundation that buses people to liberal
Abortion
states.
clinics?
Yeah, like right on the border of New Mexico.
Yeah, but make it fancy. You know what I mean? Like make it a party bus.
But make it camp.
Yeah. Put JoJo Siwa on the side
Make
of
it fashion, right? Isn't that the saying?
That is the saying, but
You're
I'm
getting
saying
a phone call.
make it put JoJo Siwa on the side of the bus, you know, or like different YouTube stars, and then just like bust them out.
Be like, JoJo Siwa wants you to kill your baby for Disney.
Yeah, we'll call it Bust Down. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The abortion bus down.
Yeah.
That's great.
And we'll take them out of the.
And it'll be a party bus too.
That's what I said.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a party bus that takes you from anywhere in Texas to New Mexico.
There will be a stripper pole in there. Most pregnant women are probably too tired to do that, but it's there. You know, you could do a lazy pole dance with your gals.
I just hope nobody gets pregnant on the way home. You know what I mean?
No, there's no men allowed on the bus.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And this isn't a gender thing. If you are a trans man, yes, of course you're allowed on the bus. Don't write me an email. Stop writing that email.
No, if you're a trans man, you're a man and you're not allowed on the bus.
What if it's a trans man that's pregnant?
That's what?
Pregnant.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're allowed on the bus.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Well, we solved the problem, so everybody can stop tweeting about it.
Yeah, everybody just take a nap. The Find Your Beach podcast has solved the issue.
Yep. So just
welcome to the abortion bus down. Hop on in and scoop them out.
We're playing Donda. We're playing CLB.
We're not playing Donda.
We're playing Saweetie.
Donda's not that good.
I didn't like it.
It's
I
really-
did not like it. I just thought it was.
It was bleh.
What about CLB?
What's that?
Certified Lover Boy.
Oh.
Better though, right?
It hasn't really like grabbed me, but you know, I just felt like with all that hype that they had going on, like the fights and I'm like, it just didn't. I'm like, if you guys had great fucking albums on your hands, would all of this be necessary?
Yeah, true.
Would
you know what was dumb the other day was when our mutual friend, Pete Lee, great comedian, poor music critic, he said that Justin Bieber was one of the best musicians.
Fuck you. He was right.
He said better than Kurt Cobain. He said better and more influential than Kurt Cobain, and that is a wrong thing to say.
Well, he had a point that was that Justin Bieber had more hits than Kurt Cobain.
That is not the sign of like good musicianship.
I don't know that he said he was a better
Paula
musician.
Abdul has more hits.
I don't think he ever said he was a better musician.
I don't know.
And I think he carefully worded his
I'm pretty
argument
sure he didn't.
so that it was kind of watertight.
He talked to Al Franken for a long time. He was the Al Franken whisperer.
Yeah, Al Franken's been doing a lot of time at the Comedy Cellar lately.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
And he hangs out, and you're like, hey, it's Al Franken. How are you, Al? And then you're like, oh, you are.
And then Al takes 17 minutes to answer.
And it seems like he's mad.
Yeah, he just stares at you for a long time. He actually complimented me after my set the other day, and I felt bad.
Well, isn't that great?
Because
Another famous comic likes Rosebud.
He's not a famous comic.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He's actually a senator.
Actually, he was an SNL writer.
Yeah, I know, but
he was also on SNL.
That is not what he's known for. He is known for being a senator who got hoisted out.
Hoisted out because he one time mimed grabbing a lady's tatas.
Which is wrong.
I think
Mouse?
I think we should normalize grabbing ladies' tatas.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Normalize washing a lady's boobs.
Mouse is agreeing with you.
Thank you, Mouse. Finally, you support your father.
So fucked up. Remember when you took her to get the car washed and she got out and asked them to do it on her nipples?
Oh, God.
So gross.
She said I have 8 nipples.
Really disturbing.
Do you think anybody's ever pierced their dog's nipples?
I fucking hope not.
I bet they have. People are fucked up.
Who's done that?
Here's something that's...
Who would have done that?
I don't know.
Guys, can you Google if anybody's just Google pierced dog nipples. You know, it's like as a culture, we need to start canceling the right people.
Yeah. You know what's funny about this episode is we're just tired and caffeinated. Mm-hmm. And we're sober, but I think we actually probably seem worse than most people on regular drugs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I
like
mean,
we're more incoherent and more nonsensical.
Thankfully, not a lot of pierced dog nipples.
But
What do
there's
you mean
some.
not a lot? What do you mean?
None. There aren't any.
Oh, there's none.
Probably just got
There's
flagged.
a lot of pets and then normal pierced nipples.
You know what? I bet everybody at Google is hiding those people. I bet they're protecting them.
Google Lemon Party. You'll like what you see.
Gross. Gross.
What?
I don't know what that is, but I don't like it.
It's a bunch of old guys blowing each other. Old guys.
How did you learn that?
It's like a thing that guys used to send to each other. It's like a link that you would like hide in a hyperlink, and it would be like, hey, you got to check this out. This play is amazing. And then somebody would like click on it thinking they were going to see like a cool catch, and then it would just be old guys blowing each other.
Oh, like that guy with the big dick during the quarantine?
Yeah. Who's actually deceased, I heard.
What?
Yeah, that guy's deceased.
Probably because all the blood in his body went to his dick.
Yeah. I don't disagree. He probably had a heart attack the last time he got a boner.
Jesus Christ.
Mouse said she's
He
into
had such a big dick, he was probably like carrying it around like in a Bjorn. You know?
Yeah. Poor guy.
Anyway.
That would that would change. If you had a dick that big, it would change your big dick energy. It would be like a burden. You'd be like, oh, God, that guy seems like a mother of 8.
Yeah.
He's got really big dick energy.
Like he's tired.
Yeah.
He seems overwhelmed.
Do you have any bad advice? We're near the end.
Let me check.
While we do that, I do want to say that since last time we read her review, but
we read what?
We read her review, but now she's actually a
whose
Patreon.
Review?
I was about to say that. And then,
you just said her.
It was damn okay. What's her name? Anyways, she's a new patron, and I'm going to pull it up, and it's going to all make sense.
Okay, well, here's our bad advice question. And folks, if you want to get some bad advice, you can text us at 917-540-8395. You can also email us at fybpod@gmail.com. Isn't that right? fybpod@gmail.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, so send us your bad advice questions whenever you want. You can text them to us. You can email them to us. Make sure you watch the podcast on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, and all the podcast episodes are up there. And if you haven't yet joined the Patreon, do it. Okay?
Yeah, do it.
Do you like the podcast? Do you want to support the podcast? Do you want more content?
Do you want Mouse to be able to get an abortion?
Head to www.patreon.com/findyourbeach. Okay, we're going to get into this bad advice question real quick.
While she's reading that, it's damn okay, Becky. She's now a patron. We're supposed to hook her up with the cocaine frat bros.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the beach, Becky.
Welcome to the beach. This is from Justin. I'm 37 and travel for work, kind of like y'all. I've got 3 kids. They're 10, 12, and 16. I'm on the road 120 to 150 days a year on average. Fuck.
I'm trying to have that job.
Fuck, that's a lot. I've always had a strained marriage because of my work. My soon-to-be ex-wife could never accept the fact that it's how I make a living and that I actually like doing it. Just so you know, I never liked having to leave my kids for 7 to 14 day stretches at a time. It was actually heart-wrenching when they were really little. It's not as bad now that they can all talk on the phone. How do y'all balance your work life / personal life when you travel for a living? Fuck, that's such a good question.
It's almost like we can't do a bad advice.
Yeah.
Well, usually what we do is we get very excited to see each other right when we reconvene.
Yeah.
And then we get back to normal, and we put any kind of feelings of disconnection or, I don't know, concern. We push them down, and we just compartmentalize them. And then eventually we get in a big fight, and we talk about it.
That's kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a pattern.
Yeah. Well, I don't struggle that much with Andy being gone. Sorry.
That's not true. Quit trying to act like you're fucking Harvey Keitel.
Do I struggle with you being gone?
You say you do on the phone. You go, this is really hard. It's hard not seeing you for this long.
Yeah, I mean, I miss you, but I'm not saying like it's like I like the sensation of missing my husband. I like it. There's something about it for me that is enjoyable because I get to look forward to seeing him again. And so I try to focus more on that than on the fact that he's gone. If I had 3 kids that I was taking care of while he was gone, I would be filled with rage by the time he got back.
But I will say that one thing that's nice about it is that we kind of have our own lives when we go out and do we talk every day, but like, it's not, it's like you're kind of on a trip by yourself, and there's something kind of like freeing about that. Not in the sense that I feel like I'm like I don't want to be freer, but it is, we're never like really like claustrophobic in our relationship. It's never like we spend too much time together.
Yeah.
It's almost always we are looking for more time to spend with each other.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, if this is a genuine, like, marriage on the rocks kind of a thing.
No, it is not on the rocks. It is ending. He said soon to be ex-wife.
Yeah, but that could have been like a joke. I mean, he's asking how do you balance your work life, personal life when you travel for a living. I think the effort that you make to spend more time with your wife is probably going to make a difference. That alone, just like the intention to spend more time with her and the kids would, if I were in that relationship and if I was feeling like I'm the only one who's like shouldering taking care of the kids, I'd be like, okay, let me put a gig aside. Let me say no to this gig because I want to be able to be there for her. It's like, I think people understand you liking what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I think the resentment comes in when you liking what you do takes precedence over doing something that you might not want to do, which is like, of course it's heart-wrenching to have to leave your kids for like 14 days, but let's be honest, there's gotta be some relief in that too, especially when spending time with kids can be overwhelming and can be kind of a pain in the ass too, especially when you have to like take care of them alone. So
yeah, I mean, you definitely feel like that after I've been gone for a while with the dogs.
Yeah, I start to be like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And even if it's a trip that he doesn't want to be on.
Yeah.
And I know he's bummed about having to be gone, I'm still like, fuck. This is hard. I'm dealing with my work and the dogs, and so it's like,
that's like a huge problem with GIs, like dudes in the army.
Right.
Like their wives resent them and cheat on them. I don't know the numbers, but it's like I've heard about it enough that it's like there's a resentment because you have to go and be away, and even though it's like this is your fucking job and it's like probably awful.
Yeah.
The wife is still like, fuck you. You left me for fucking 9 months.
Right. It's hard.
I'm going to fuck Steve.
So I think if you want your wife to not fuck Steve, I would say if there's gigs that are offered to you that you can afford to skip, start to skip them and show her that you are making an effort, And if she still is like, it's not good enough, then I don't know.
Throw up deuces and
Yeah.
date your high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's been enough time for now. Is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah. I have gigs in Texas coming up. And October 15th and 16th, I will be with Andy at Wise Guys in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Please come out for that show. We don't want it to be full of Mormons. And
I'm fine with Mormons. I don't have a
I want the
bigotry.
Mormons to be kept out.
Okay.
We're checking Vax cards and Mormon cards.
Yeah, we're gonna hold up we're gonna hold up a Book of Mormon to you, and if you glow, we'll know.
Yeah, if you even smile a little bit or even if you look nervous.
Yeah, we're gonna check your underpants to see if you're wearing your magical.
We're
undies.
checking underpants and Vax cards.
Yeah.
We'll be at Cobb's Comedy Club. Are you coming to that?
No, I'm not on that part. Remember, I'm going to Texas
Oh, okay.
or to Canada.
All right. So I'll be at Cobb's Comedy Club December 12th. I will be at the Creek in the Cave in Austin, Texas, December 13th. December 14th, I will be in San Antonio at LOL. December 15th, I will be at Addison Improv in Dallas. And then on December 16th, I will be at Houston Improv in Houston, Texas. Come out for any of those shows. And you can get tickets to that on my website, rosebudbaker.com.
And I'll be
check out my special.
I'll be at Charlie Goodnight's the first weekend of October. That's in Raleigh, North Carolina, if you don't know. And then I will be in the Indianapolis Helium the last weekend of October, Halloween weekend. Although I think Halloween's on a Sunday, so thank God. Anyways,
if you're a VI Bistro or a VI Beach, then you should DM us for any of these shows, and we can get you on the guest list for free.
Also, we will have in this Patreon episode coming out this week, we will have the date of the next VIB.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.